Today, the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors voted on the hot topic of gun control in Arizona's most populous county.
Cronkite News reporter Frankie McLister was at the meeting and tells us what the board ultimately decided. Frankie?
Yeah, the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors tends to stay away from issues such as gun rights. But however, today, its members moved forward on a proposed resolution despite some objections from members of the public.
All in favor say aye. 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 Any opposed?
Mr. Chairman, I vote a resounding no.
Thank you, Mr. Gallardo. The motion passes.
The Maricopa County Board of Supervisors voted 4-1 in favor of Arizona's most populous county becoming a preservation county when it comes to the Second Amendment. Although there isn't a set definition of the term preservation county, it refers to counties across the United States that adopt resolutions rejecting gun laws that violate the Second Amendment. For some present during today's meeting, it wasn't the outcome that they were hoping for.
Very disappointed. I think it was rushed through by the chair without adequate study, and especially about some of the unintended consequences of this and where it's coming from.
However, others agree with the measure.
I support making this happen because we need to set a clear message to the rest of the state and the country that Maricopa is not going to stand idly by and watch their Second Amendment rights taken away from them.
The declaration now affirms the Board of Supervisors' support of the Second Amendment in the U.S. Constitution and the provision of the state's constitution that protects the right to bear arms. One of the original provisions, which would have prohibited the board from using government money and resources to infringe on the constitutional right to keep and bear arms, was ultimately removed. The move was supported by Moms Demand Action, which is a group that fights for public safety measures protecting people from gun violence.
I wouldn't say we're happy with the decision, but what we were grateful for was that the final paragraph of the resolution, which indicated that the county would sort of unilaterally and potentially incorrectly decide to not use resources to enforce laws that they considered unconstitutional, that part was removed.
District 5's Steve Gallardo was the only dissenting vote.
There's a common sense approach to it.
And it's important to note that the passing of this bill is more symbolic than anything else simply because Republican leadership hasn't scheduled it for a required public hearing. But I should say that there is no imminent concern of restrictive gun laws coming from the federal level. But with the presidency up for grabs in November, Republicans are pushing these proposals all across the country. In Phoenix, Frankie McLister for Cronkite News.
Maricopa County Sheriff Paul Penzone says the resolution went beyond simply affirming the Second Amendment. He released a statement saying, in part, it's in conflict with current law enforcement operations and our ability to keep the community safe from persons who seek to do harm. As a career law enforcement professional and the elected sheriff, I will never allow a political resolution to supersede existing law or interfere with my responsibility and my duty to constitutionally enforce the law.